Hi everyone, welcome to Shamir Jabardi. My name is Rhonda. I'm here to do your August readings for you. I would like to try something a little different this month. I realized from doing readings with different decks, I get different results and different vibes. It's like the decks are trying to teach me or show me something specific or something different. So I would like to use two decks this time. I would like to use my Illuminati deck, which I do read reversals, and I would like to also use my Chrysalis tarot deck. And I don't read reversals with that deck. First I'm going to do the Celtic Cross and lay out the Celtic Cross with my Illuminati deck. And then I will deal out the Chrysalis tarot deck right next to it or right on top of it. So we have two cards for each position. And then hopefully reading them together will give a more in-depth reading for the month of August. And like always, these readings are just pertaining to the energy that you have at the moment, that you are bringing into the month or bringing into that time period. If there's something you see that you don't like or you don't want to happen, you have the power. You have the control to consciously, as you see it unfolding, to change it. To say, hey, wait a minute, this is what was said in the reading. I no longer want this to happen. I'm going to react a different way. I'm going to do something different. I am not going to let this happen. So this is just a heads up, and I hope everybody has a great month. July's readings were awesome and really full of energy and a good outlook for July, and I'm sure you all had a great month. I hope you have a great August, and I get to talk to you again in September. And like always, thanks for stopping by. Bless you all. Hi Libra. I'm here today to do your reading for August 2017. The deck I'm using is Tarot Illuminati. This deck I do read in reversals. I'm going to deal out the Celtic Cross. And then make sure all of the cards are on the screen so you can see them. And then I will deal out my next deck. Let's see all of them up there. And this next deck I have is the Chrysalis Tarot. This deck I only read in the upright position. Wow, I was having a hard time shuffling that time. All right. All right. Not too bad of an outcome. Seemed with doing two decks, I get a really good in-depth reading, and it seems a lot more precise. I find a lot more people responding to me on how accurate it is, how amazing it seems to them. It's so accurate. So I really like doing two different decks because they each tell me different stories, and to read them together I get a really, really in-depth story in regards to the sign. So this first set of cards is the energy that you are bringing into the month of August. And you have the Hermit reversed and the Four of Scrolls. So you're taking some time out. You're taking some time out to rest, to take a break. This may be the end of the summer for you, and this is your one last chance to just take it easy. And you're not really being very philosophical. You're not trying to do anything deep or anything super intellectual or spiritual, anything that's super straining. You're just living day to day for the month and enjoying yourself and resting. Taking that time out, enjoying your break, your vacation. And what is crossing you is King of Cups reversed and the Strength card. There is somebody that is a water sign, which is a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. And normally upright, King of Cups would be very strategic in their using their emotions to get what they want, and the way they say things and who they say that to, and they are very good at showing their emotions when necessary. But in the reversal, they're not being as in control. They're being a little more emotional, a little more childlike in a way, and not being as in control of their own being, their own situation. They may cry for no reason at all, but they do have a lot of strength around them. You do. You have a lot of strength around you. Even though this person may be very emotional, and maybe you need to help them with your strength. Maybe they aren't strong at this time, and that's why they're having just meltdowns and they're crying for no reason, or they're just dumping all their problems on you. They're having issues at this time, and this is what's crossing you. This is what is crossing you, having a very peaceful and relaxing month where you don't do hardly anything, where you're practically on vacation the whole month, just relaxing and enjoying yourself. What's in your subconscious, and it's below you, is the Four of Pentacles reversed and the Seven of Swords. So Four of Pentacles reversed. You aren't even worried about your finances. You're not watching your pennies. You're not penny pinching. You're really just taking it easy for this month of August. Like I said, it might be your last month before you have to go back to school, or you got to go back to work, or you're on vacation for the whole month. You really are taking it easy. And that's in your subconscious, that you're not worried about finances. And there is some issues with some people around you that can get very grating, and their words can be very hurtful, and you will respond in hurtful words back, and both of you, all of you, get hurt in some aspect, and that is in your subconscious. That's just how you communicate with this group of people at this time. Sometimes co-workers are like that, or brothers and sisters are like that, but you guys are actually being mean and hurtful more than just like friendly jabbering. And what you are leaving behind, you have the Tower reversed and the Four of Cups. You had a situation, a Tower situation, that upright talks about. It's an external thing around you. For example, like about a month ago, my car just stopped running, and that's considered a Tower situation. It's an external event, some situation that is out of your control. It's in your environment, and it will affect you. Like if your house got hit by a tornado, or a mudslide or whatever. These things will affect you. It could even be like a relationship breakup. These things affect you, but they're not you directly. It's not your body, your soul, your spirit. It's your environment gets affected. And that you had a tower situation like that within the last couple months. And last month, it started clearing up. And you no longer are having it still come down. You are actually at the rebuilding stage, and the ground is being cleared up. The ashes are being removed, and you're starting to build again, brick by brick. It may not be the same situation. It may be with different people. It may be with a different scenario, a different situation. Whatever, it's no longer... See, this is why reversals aren't that bad, because right now this reversal of the tower, it's not talking that there is a situation happening now. It's talking about it being cleared up, and it's starting to go away, and you're taking care of it. And there was a lot of love around you that you weren't noticing while this situation was being cleared up. You had a lot of fun, family, friends, support that loved you and cared for you while this event went on. And you're leaving this in the past because this is a done deal. This is done with. This is in the past. You probably still have the love carried forward, but now you're noticing it more because you are so tunnel vision and so focused on the tower and trying to understand that situation that you didn't notice that all these other people cared for you. On your subconscious level, and what's above you, you have Queen of Swords reversed and Seven of Cups. So you have Queen of Swords. Swords is air sign, which is a Aquarius, Gemini, or you, Libra. And this is in the reversal. The Queen of Swords is normally considered to be like the divorcee, the widower. That she's very, very straightforward, and she's very cut to the point. She doesn't take emotions into consideration. She won't hurt other people emotionally. She'll just say things how it is, and that's the facts. And by being reversed, this person is taking feelings and emotions into consideration before she speaks. The female, the Queen of Swords, is always really good with communicating with the friends, the family, the interpersonal relationships. More than the King is more focused on business and the general public and the overall communication. The Queen is more focused on the intimate, the personal, close relationships. She's taken into consideration the emotions at this time, and she may not be as strong as she was before, so she's holding back on what she is saying. She's not being as to the point as she was before, or straightforward as she was before. Now this could be you. This could be you being more reserved, you being more withdrawn and trying to watch everything you say so you don't hurt people, and not saying everything you really think. The Seven of Cups talks about you have a lot of choices ahead of you. You have them going on right now, and you're trying to figure out what is best for you in your life, in your lifestyle. Some of these aren't real. Some of these are real, and they're not going to be there for long. So you need to think quickly, process the whole deal. You are an air sign, so you are in your head. You just can't be stuck in your head. You need to process these choices quickly sometimes, because like if it's a sale or an investment, it might be a one-day sale. You don't have the week. You don't have the luxury of a month or two or a year to contemplate things before you act on them. In your soon-to-be future, by the end of August, you have Ace of Pentacles and the Judgment card. So you're going to have a new financial beginning. You're going to have this new financial direction, or something that you undertake, like I was talking about an investment. That may be one of your choices, and you decide to take this investment, and it has the possibility, it has the possibility of being very, very fruitful, very flourishing, as you can see how green and luxurious this whole landscape is, how it's just thriving from this pentacle. And you have the potential of having great success with this new direction, new endeavor that you are thinking about undergoing. And you already made this change, this metamorphosis within yourself. You have come to an understanding about yourself, and now you're ready. You're ready to be you. You're ready to be you and just do what you do. The way you see yourself as the Hanged Man and Eight of Cups. You see yourself as taking this time out, maybe this whole month, because you're really just chillaxing and just finding some internal direction. What is it you want to do? You're not looking for that inner light, inner guidance. You're just focusing mostly, with all these choices and stuff, on what it is you really want to do. I see this in a lot of children that are going to college, and they're like, what degree should I do? What should I major in? What should I take for classes? And that's kind of the attitude and the feeling that I'm getting from this card, and the way you see yourself is you're just like, okay, now what am I going to do next month? You know, this month I'm chillaxing and I'm taking it easy and stuff, but what is it I'm going to do next month? And it looks like you are walking away from a lifestyle that you've had for the last 8 years. So this is something that you need to gradually contemplate and think about all month. You need to make all these choices and decide what it is you are going to do next month, how you are going to change, because you can never go back to that old lifestyle. It's not you anymore. The way others see you is 5 of Cups and 2 of Swords. They see you as being depressed over some kind of loss. They may be the people that saw this tower happen to you, and they may think that you are still mourning that loss, that tower situation, but you really haven't. You aren't still mourning it. You have already seen that you still have almost half of the situation still there. You still have that love, even though this is gone. This is memories that will help you throughout your life. So you have gained something from this situation, but they think you are still mourning. And they see that you need to make a choice. You need to decide which path you want to go in your life. They see it as left and right, or black and white. They don't see it as many choices. They don't see all these choices you have. They only see it as yes or no. They only see 2 directions. This is how other people are seeing you at this time. Your hopes and fears is you have King of Wands reversed and 8 of Swords. All right, so King of Wands is a fire sign, which is an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. And normally the king is very strong, very determined, very energetic, fiery, lots of desire, lots of passion, a lot of internal drive within them. And the king being reversed isn't having that drive, isn't having that fire under them. They aren't as focused as they used to be. This is your fear, that somebody around you is going to be in the reversal. Or if you have fire sign in your chart, you're afraid that you are going to be working in the reversal. Because at this time, you need that fire, that passion, that desire, that drive, that energy. That's basically what fire signs are, is a lot of energy. And you need that to push you through next month. And you're afraid that it's going to not be there. It's going to be fizzled out, or it's going to be subdued or postponed. And with Eight of Swords, you're afraid that you are trapped. You are trapped in a mental capacity where you feel an obligation to family, friends, or maybe a job that you don't think you can just automatically leave and go take care of what you got to take care of. You're afraid that you're going to be held back and not be able to do these choices that you wanted to, or you are looking at possibly doing in your near future. But these are fears. You have to remember, they're only fears. This isn't reality. This is just what you are considering as you're making these choices. And the final outcome for the month of August is you have 10 of Swords and 6 of Pentacles. All right, so there has been some situation that you feel you were stabbed in the back. It could have been this tower situation, or it could have been something more recent within the month. But by the end of the month, it is already done with. And the light, the sun is starting to shine. It's starting to be a new day. You are starting to overcome this already and starting to move on. So by the end of August, whatever has transpired, you are already turning your cheek and looking the other way at the future you have on the horizon. And it looks like you have a good future ahead of you, because by the end of the month, no matter what happens, you will have people that will support you financially or emotionally or mentally. You have that reciprocity, I don't know how to say it, where you have that give and take within the people that are close to you. You'll help them out when they need help, and they'll help you out when you need help. So they see, like I said before, there is a love around you. No matter any time it looks like you have any kind of problem or issue, there is love and support around you. Financial, emotional, there's a lot of love and support around you. Looks like you're going to have a really nice August, because you're going to be like just taking it easy, going day by day, kind of having vacation all month, and slowly contemplating your next move in September, how you're going to, what you're going to do, because I get the feel that you're taking this last month, this last break, this last vacation before things get really busy, and you're planning ahead for September, because that's what air signs do, is they like to think things over, contemplate, analyze, and you're slowly doing that throughout the month, and you're going to be fine. You have a lot of support around you, a lot of love, and you have plenty of choices. Just choose them wisely, because these choices are going to be with you for the next couple months, maybe a year or more. So have a great August, and I'm looking forward to talking to you again in September. Best wishes.